Welcome to Creeping Back In, 3 minutes of morning devotion related to the previous Sunday morning sermon at Sandy Ridge Baptist Church of Hickory. Minute 1. This last Sunday morning's message was Romans 9:27 and 28, merely quoting Isaiah chapter 10, verses 22 and 23, that says that though your seed be as the number of the sand of the sea, yet a remnant will return. Paul said, a remnant will be saved. We talked about what it meant in Isaiah 9 and 10 for there to be a rod that God would use against his people to discipline them. This rod was the king of Assyria. And then he would punish the rod who had exalted itself above the one who swung it, so to speak. Then we spoke about how the Lord is glorified in doing things with few numbers, when it might seem to need many. Minute 2. This morning's contemplation is from a passage in 1 Samuel chapter 14 and verse number 5. Saul's kingdom is fighting a battle with others, usually the Philistines, and in this case, that is who they are fighting. In verse 4, between the passes by which Jonathan sought to go over to the Philistines' garrison, there was a sharp rock on one side and a sharp rock on the other. Jonathan said to his young man, who bore his armor, "Come, let's go over to the garrison of these uncircumcised. It may be that the Lord will work for us. For nothing restrains the Lord from saving by many or by few." So his armor bearer said to him, "Do all that's in your heart. Go, I am here with you, according to your heart." Jonathan said, "Very well, let's cross over. If they say, 'Come up,' we'll go up. We'll see that the Lord has delivered them into our hands." And so it says later in the chapter, that verse 13, Jonathan climbed up on his hands and knees with his armor bearer after him. And later in verse 14, that first slaughter which Jonathan and his armor bearer made was about 20 men within about a half acre of land, and there was trembling in the camp. Minute 3. Even today, you will be thinking that perhaps God has not provided enough supply. Maybe God has not thought through the situation he's put you in. Maybe you feel depleted in your ability to fight off sin. Maybe you have a need that it seems as though you just simply do not have access to. Let us remember that the Lord does not need a whole lot of time, a whole lot of people, or a whole lot of what we call paper money to make your thing happen. But you can be a person of prayer. See you tonight at prayer meeting at 6:30 at Sandy Ridge Baptist Church.